Nick, thank you for your time, for coming to this interview. I know that Euroseeds is very much involved in the EU projects on research and innovation. But explain me one thing. What are the benefits for Euroseeds and its members in being involved with those projects?
So, Marcel, first of all, I would really like to thank you for having me here and to share indeed our activities related to research and public funding opportunities in the European Union. So actually we are involved in quite a number of projects and they actually provide a platform for us to engage with different stakeholders. So the most interesting funding body, let's say for us and our members, is the R&I funding, Research and Innovation, called Horizon Europe now. And before it was Horizon 2020. And there is also the multi-actor approach being put forward. And that's put forward by the Commission with the idea that there should be different, let's say, experts with different knowledge and capacity working together to tackle certain issues and to bring forward solutions. And so what is our role? To provide, let's say, industry perspective from our sector. Me coming from an academic background, during my PhD, etc., I was mainly in the academia stakeholder group. And now I find it very worthwhile to actually put forward and advance the results that are being generated there to more relevant applications. And so what are the projects we're involved in? For example, Brace Off. How can we breed to have more organic vegetables, for example, on the future market? We also have Invite, which is about reconsidering variety testing and registration practices in Europe. Is there a way for some harmonization to make it speed up also the process to introduce quicker varieties on the market? And then we have Gene Beacon, of course, that recently started. Very relevant, the use of new genomic techniques, looking from a holistic view, how it can advance the sector, with a clear example on potato. And it actually also facilitates us to work together again with different stakeholders on that, to search also for broad societal support. And that's called the responsible research and innovation approach.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. But of course, there are many projects. I think in Horizon 2020 there were thousands of projects being granted. Many tens, perhaps even over 100 were related to plant breeding in the seed sector. How does Euroseeds decide which projects to get involved in?
And that's a very good point. So actually in 2015, the Euroseeds board made a strategic decision. So for Euroseeds and its members to encourage to be involved in European research projects. And the current approach is that usually we are invited because you have a consortium that is being developed. Us, also our members are being contacted to join a project. When we get such a request, it's actually the mandate of the working group research and its members to evaluate, is this a relevant topic for Euroseeds to be involved in? And besides that, we also always look who are our members, are their members present, who are the academic partners, etc. And does this fit to one of our priority topics? Because indeed, we tackle a lot of different issues in our sector. So we need to make sure that our activities in these projects are of a support of the broader advocacy activities. But I can tell you that in the future, we consider within our team, we have now some more capacity to also, instead of being following or being invited, to maybe more try to set the research in the agenda and take maybe an initiative on developing a consortia, not taking the lead, but more an active, proactive approach on topics that from our industry perspective, we deem relevant to have research funding on and to work together with other partners.
Interesting. I want to delve into that last point a little bit more. You mentioned Euroseeds setting the science agenda. How do you go about it?
So regarding the research and innovation funding, actually it is the member states are consulted in setting the work program. So you have the multi-annual framework where the budget is fixed. It's now about 95 billion euros for research and innovation. And then you have all kinds of, let's say, destinations, topics, and so on that are being put forward. Because you mentioned also, you said, yeah, there are about hundreds of plant breeding topics. Well, if you would use the keyword plant breeding, you wouldn't find that as such, but it is hidden within the calls and so on. And it's also, you need to get used to this project calls and how to address that. So in that sense, actually, there are quite some opportunities, but we feel that it is relevant for us in a coordinated manner in the future to indicate better what we think from our point of view are relevant calls to organize funding for, because now it is mainly focused rather on niche markets, etc. Organic, crop wild relatives. Microbiome is a hot topic though, to work on, and so the role of microorganisms to benefit plants' productivity. But we're working on that, and also you might, I'm sure you're aware about Plants for the Future, the European technology platform, who provides this platform together with the farming community and the plant science community in Europe, that we try together to bring forward to the Commission ideas for future funding. But it's mainly a national, so we really encourage our members active and having contacts with the respective government authorities to put forward ideas, but we want to coordinate that more in the future.
Great. Sounds fantastic. Good luck with that, Nick. Thank you so much.
Thank you.